Hello, hello, welcome. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think it's on. That's pretty. That's pretty. That's right. Yeah, let's see what everybody is.
Okay, I'm flying solo here, so I'm just putting this all together. Yes. Okay, you guys are coming in here, Food Talk TV. We are going to make something good. You can see we got some chicken. I've already been cooking some bacon. There's the bacon that I've been cooking. Keep tap the screen. Here we go. Here we go. I'm Daphne Brogdon. Hi, formerly of Food Network, now here on Food Talk TV every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Food Talk TV is the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. How about that? We've been here since 2021. So I am going to make something called pastalaya. Butters, I already have a treat for you. So here's my mandate today. I need to make a dish that can feed a lot of people, specifically Boy Scouts. And here's some chicken fat that I fried up that I'm not going to use, that I know my dog would like. So there we go. But fat is flavor, so I rendered it to get the fat, but I don't want this one. There you go. All right, Butters, you sit down. You're at ease. So I was talking about this on one of another lives on my channel, Daphne Brogdon, and one of the gals, Gen C, suggested pastalaya, and I was like, "What's that? Like jambalaya, but with pasta?" So I found a recipe. I'm modifying just a little bit, but I'm excited for it. So my whole idea was I have to feed all these teenage boys, and normally I would think, okay, lots of red meat, but red meat's kind of expensive. So that's why this suggestion came up. So this has bacon, pork, chicken thighs, so it's still going to be quite a feast. But the idea was that maybe it could be a little bit of a recession food for groups, whatever. Anyway. So we're going to get going on that. And like I said, I'm flying solo, so I got to see the comments here. I've already done some rendering of the bacon. Oh, hi, Rex. Hi. Want to say hi to everybody? Hi, everybody. It's staff development day. But apparently somebody has to do homework instead of helping me with my live. These things happen. So I just, to see everybody's comment, I got to go here. And da-da-da. It's going to be good. How's everybody doing? Did anybody have any elections? We did. We just had a proposition that passed. I'm in California. And it's looking like we thought it was going to be kind of autumn weather finally. I put on a sweater for a little while this morning, but now it's warm. It's going to be in the 80s. So there you go. Okay. Oh, look, there we go. Oh, is anybody wondering about my necklace? I'll tell you a whole story about this once I get going. I got a good story about my necklace. Yay, Fran's here. Oh, terrific. Oh, and Babs is here. Oh, we got the all-star cast. We got the crew. We got the great Food Talk TV crew. Partly I put this necklace on because I think I look so dowdy when I'm usually doing this. I wanted a little bling. Me too. I started in a hoodie, right? Yeah, okay, Fran, another Southern Californian. I know. I thought, oh, it's fine. The cashmere season. Oh, wow. You look amazing, Daphne. Fran, thank you so much. Well, I'm trying. But so here's the short part of the story. I'll tell you more of it later. This used to belong to Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island. True story. I bought it from her own little house. And there's Katie. Okay, can we just say Katie? Katie has been so helpful on the lives that are at 12:30 Central Time every day. My goodness, she's a moderator. She's been helpful. I would feel like the lonely lady on those lives without Katie. Jincy, she's the one. Bing, 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 bing. You can thank her for this recipe. All right, so here's what I already started doing. I already cooked out some of the bacon because you need bacon fat. Now, if you're like me, you usually probably keep a little running tub of bacon fat. I often do. As one does. But for some reason, I don't know, I've been eating healthy or whatever. I haven't had my tub of bacon fat. So I wanted to make sure I rendered all the bacon, and I have to put the fan on when the bacon's here. So I was like, I was going to do that before you came over. You know how that is. So I've got my fat in here. And next, we're going to put the pork, which I was defrosting. This recipe called for pork butt, but I knew I already had these loins frozen. So I just want to use what I got in this economy. I always have a lot of frozen meats. Yeah, I don't know what that is. You guys tell me if I missed something important here. So I'm just gonna cutting these bite-sized pieces. Now again, with our Boy Scout troop, we meet on Fridays. I know, Fridays. Downtown. It's actually a really neat troop. I'll tell you the story. It's in Little Tokyo. This troop has been around for over 100 years. And it was, of course, all Japanese back, many years ago. Little Tokyo was a Japanese area. And then, of course, sadly, in the 40s, they were rounded up into internment camps. But our troop kept going, even in Manzanar. This Boy Scout troop kept going. It's kind of amazing. So anyway, and the demographics have really changed over the years. It's mostly a Korean troop now. So and Koreans are very generous. They feed you. So when I first joined the troop and they're like, oh, there's going to be a snack after, I'd be like, oh, okay. And it was always like bento box and grilled chickens and like it's a dinner. It's a full dinner. So then when it was my turn, I thought, okay, well, I've learned so much from your guys's heritage. I've learned so much about Korean food and stuff. I'll bring you, my heritage. So I made some British dishes like shepherd's pie and stuff like that. And they loved it. Irish stew, they loved it. And then I did some Italian stuff. So I don't know. But hopefully they'll like this. So this is going to have a lot of Creole flavors. So I have a lot of Southern heritage. I don't have Creole heritage. But I bought this, let's see, where is it? It looked good to me. Here it is. You guys can tell me, you might know. But there was like this kind of generic, mass market brand. But then this guy looked good. Tony Chachere, and it said it's from Louisiana. So I thought, go with the Louisiana, right? If we're going to do. Maybe I should have, let's see. You know what I used to love was the soundtrack from. Alexa, can you play the soundtrack from The Big Easy? Do you remember that film, Ellen Barkin, Dennis Quaid? No, that's not it. No, Alexa, play Iko Iko. It's a really good soundtrack. My Bestie by Justin Wellington from Daphne's Spotify. I don't think Alexa gets the right stuff. Alexa, play Cajun music. God, do something right, Alexa. Okay, Zydeco. There we go. All right, so now ooh, it's not quite hot enough. Hold the phone there. Okay, we're going to finish the pork there. You're jumping ahead of yourself, Daphne. Get a hold of yourself. I find Tony's to be a bit spicy. Okay, good. So maybe I should go easy on it, but thank you for that. Tell her to play Wayne Toops. Okay, Jen C, you're playing DJ. Alexa, play Wayne Toops. Playing songs by Crosscut with Van Broussard. I got it because Trini likes it. Oh, Trini likes it. See, you guys know. Interesting. Alexa, turn down. Render that fat for you, Butters. I mean, you want a little fat, but nobody wants to bite into a big piece of fat, right? Is this the music you like, Jincy? I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't even know. Alexa, turn down. Okay. So we're cubing our. So I have this recipe, but I'm tripling it, and it will be posted later at FoodTokTV. Let's see. What else is going on with everybody? Yes, that's just one of his slow songs. Oh, that's cool. I like his faster stuff, but it'll probably play later. Yeah. What's on the menu? Okay, what is on the menu? We've got a really pastalaya, like jambalaya, but you don't make it with rice. You make it with pasta. And what I'm intrigued by is we're not going to cook the pasta separately like we do with Italian food. It's going to go right in the whole broth meat mixture. So right now I'm at the meat part of this. I've rendered my bacon, as one does. Cooked the bacon, got my bacon fat, and now I'm cutting up some pork. I had some pork chops here, some pork loins, but you could use pork butt. All right. I wonder if we should angle this a little more. No, it went the wrong way. Wait, let me see. No, I wanted more of this. Yeah, there we go. A little more of the cooking. Yeah, I'm a little worried I won't be able to like contain all the food I have to make in my pots. I've got some big pots here in reserve. Keep tapping that screen. You know what to do. All right, where's my eyeballs? Okay, first time making here. Very popular South Louisiana fare, it says. So I add the pork, I saute the pork. It's funny, I'm still not putting any seasoning in this. Not till after I browned it. Okay, I'll go along with you. Seems strange. All right, well, I've got a lot of chopping to do because it's a lot of meat because I'm cooking for teenage boys. So, put this over here for now. Gonna have to use that later for some veggies. And then I got to get the chicken. You know what? I'll probably maybe I'll brown this yeah, that's what I'll do to expedite. So I've got all this other, what happened to my rag? So here's a little cooking tip. So I probably mentioned this before, but so my late husband, of course, Mark Creole, he's a chef. He always would, when he put on his apron, he would always have 2 dishcloths. So I think of him every time I do that. Okay, so here is some of the bacon. Oh my God, she only played one of the songs? Alexa, can you play more of that same kind of music? The hard part with making a recipe with bacon is I try not to eat the bacon because it's so dang delicious. Did you hear about the UPS plane accident? Yeah, we actually talked about that on my live this morning. I know, it's so sad. It looked like it caught fire before it took off. And I like UPS. One of my cousins works for UPS. It makes a good living. Okay, Alexa, play Zydeco. Oh, Fran, look at you getting the chili peppers. Yeah, thank you so much. I've been doing that's amazing with the little kitty cat because I think the little kitty cat looks so cute. All right, this is good. I don't know why they would say this would take 12 minutes. There's no way it's going to take 12 minutes to cook this pork. That's just weird. I got to cut my chicken. Okay, so I already took some of the not icky, but you know how when you get the chicken thigh, there's always those little extra bits of fat. So I took them off, and then I fried them up just to get the fat off, render the fat, and gave the bits to Butters, to my dog. All right, so again, I'm making this dish for the Boy Scouts. I imagine they'll just be there with their plastic forks in a bowl out in the church rec room, you know, where we end up eating. So I just want to make it really easy so that they can easily pick up, you know, easily eat it with trying to make all the meat the same size is what I'm trying to say. The pork, the chicken, and so forth. They cube it. Sometimes cutting raw chicken bums me out, but I don't really care today. I'm impervious to your weird texture raw chicken. If I was to redo this recipe, I'm already thinking, when I start making something I've never made, I'm already thinking how I would change it. I think it would be neat to take all this pork and chicken and put it in like a little marinade or a dry rub beforehand. I think it would add different layers of flavor. And it could soften up, because then you also do that to avoid the meat being dry. This is what I always hate. Every time I wear a tank top, then my bra strap shows. Oops, there goes the cloth. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm making something called Pastalaya. So it's a version of kind of like a jambalaya, but it's with pasta. And my whole goal is because I have to feed a bunch of Boy Scouts Friday night. And I figured that this is the kind of dish that a couple days later, as everything kind of marinates in its juices, is going to work out. Now, this recipe calls for green peppers to be in it. That is not going to happen in the Brogdon Peel household because nobody here likes green peppers. But you can all, by all means, put green peppers in it. But not going to happen here. All right, let me start throwing that. Woo, listen to that sizzle. I'm not sure there's enough bacon fat in there. But... So we're in the browning the meat stage. And I'm making a lot. I'm making 3 times of everything of what the recipe calls for. So since you guys said that spice I'm using is, I won't triple that. Oh, hey, Melissa. No one will be out. Oh, live games. Ah! Oh my God, I almost lost my chicken. There we go. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tapping the screen. Oh my God, you guys are great. We're already at 9,000. That's awesome. Fantastic. I got a few more thighs here to cut. And we're trying to make a how do you cook for a lot of people in a recession. This is one of the ideas. I double the spice, not triple. Okay, you can always add on Friday. That's true. But maybe I should just do the same amount if it's really hot. Although, I don't know. I don't think Koreans mind spice. So. But yes, you're right. I could add. Whatever Katie tells me to do, I'm going to do. And then I got the pork working. I think the pork's almost there. I don't want to dry it out, so I'm going to turn that way down. Right, you can always add but not take away. Boy, that's the truth. Isn't that the worst? Oh my God, my son, there was some project at school, and he somehow got like, it was one of these like World Cultural Day or whatever. Everybody had to pick out it. Got some African country. So we had to truck out. I found this African pepper spice that would go with this recipe that he had found. And he used it like we would say paprika. It was inedible. It was so hot. It was so spicy. So yeah, I mean it can ruin it. It wasn't like, oh, let's put a little sour cream on top, it'll be all right. No, it was ruined. Totally ruined. Okay, so the Marianne, so what happened was, Marianne recently passed away, but before she passed away, just a few years back, I think maybe it was around pandemic time, I used to go to estate sales because I just love that aesthetic. Like I used to say, when an old lady dies, touch nothing, I'll be right over. And I'd get lamps and furniture and jewelry, whatever I can. Anyway, so I had this newsletter. It said, estate sale, Marianne's estate sale. It's like, oh my God, I want to go see Marianne's house. And it was really poignant because it was a very simple house in Van Nuys, which is kind of an area of LA in the valley. It was a 2-bedroom house, probably from the 60s, with a little kidney-shaped pool. And she was still alive, but she was selling stuff. And the person who was running the sale said, Gilligan's Island, they never got residuals. So even though she's a household name, we all know who she was, she didn't get that much money. So here she is, this older lady, and she was selling her stuff. And this necklace was one of her things, so I bought. And there was also a bunch of her headshots, publicity photos from the Gilligan's Island days out. And I didn't really think, well, what am I going to do with those photos? But I was so worried that this nice little old lady was going to come home and think like, oh, nobody wanted to buy my picture. So I bought a bunch of them. Because I was like, I'll take a picture. Okay. Oops. I think I still have some of them. But isn't that crazy? They didn't get residuals? Wow. Who is it? Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Love custom jewelry. Yeah. You don't trim the chicken? I trimmed it beforehand. You missed that part. So I trimmed it. I was trimming the chicken. I leaving some of the fat on. I want the fat for flavor. I took off the big chunks. Here's another one. I trimmed it some, and I've rendered it and cooked it and gave it to my dog. But this is a Creole dish, we there, so I figured we want to, there's some fat involved here. Just had to take off some bone. God, wouldn't that be the worst job to work in a poultry plant? Ugh, man, I feel sorry for those people. That is a hard freaking job. Lucy, I would never eat it if it was not trimmed. That's your prerogative. Yeah. I love Gilligan's Island. Yep. That's my name on your apron. Oh, are you a Daphne too? That's great. Well, welcome, Daphne. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Food Talk TV, longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And so right now I'm making pastalaya. I cooked the bacon. I've cooked the pork, cooking the chicken, but now we need to get rid of our raw poultry situation here. Okay, and we're going to cut up some veggies. I already cut up a bunch of onions because I didn't want to do it. Oh, Dreamweaver, great. I'm glad you liked it. Well, you found your people here because we are about cooking and being friendly and all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be, excuse me, so the recipe calls for green peppers, celery, green onions, regular onions. I already told you green peppers is a non-starter for us. So I'm going to do celery, green onions, and I already chopped up the regular onions. I was a fluffy child. Oh, that is such a funny thing to say. Spaghetti also feeds a lot. Yeah, or chicken Alfredo. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking, I just thought that there are all these teenage boys I have to feed, that they needed protein. I know my son needs a ton of protein now. And I've been talking a lot about this, the irony of to be a middle-aged lady where I'm like weighing my grams of food that go in me, and then you have a teenage son who needs to be constantly fed. And I'm like, well, I just had a scoop of almond butter, so I'll be fine for the next 4 hours. Oh, you need a full meal? Okay, if you need it. Yeah, I think I should go with costume jewelry for. It just looks better. Also, since I wanted my hair up, and I never think I'm as pretty with my hair up, so. Isn't it funny how green onions are also called scallions? I don't know why that is. It's like when they're all intact, they're green onions, but when they're chopped up, they're scallions. Oh, I have Italian class again tonight, you guys. I'm actually in charge of the topic that we're going to do. And here's the topic. So me and my partner who figured it out, we said, the idea was to ask, oh, thank you, Babs, you're so kind, is the whole point is you're asking people questions in the Italian class so that we all practice making up sentences. You know, of course, at our level, it has to be, pretty rudimentary sentences. And most people have been doing stuff having to do with travel and food and wine. And the teacher was like, ugh, everybody keeps doing that. And I said, I know, I'm never going to go live in Italy. I don't need to know how to travel. I kind of want to talk more like a regular person would talk. But anyway, so he said, well, one time people did a whole thing about happiness. So I'm having this go back and forth with the gal that we're doing this with, I'm doing it with. She keeps wanting to say, why don't we ask, were you happier as a child or now? And I'm like, that's sort of depressing to me. That's sort of a depressing conversation, I think. And so I said, well, I think it's better if we ask things like, what hobbies make you happy? Or, what are some activities? Are you happier when you're doing things inside or outside? Because remember, we're having to make up sentences that are just really simple in Italian, like, I like to be outside. You know, mi piace I fiori, mi piace albero. You know, really simple stuff. So now for me, oh, that's nice, Amen. I just figured a lot of people would be nostalgic for their youth, and that might almost be sad. I don't know. Maybe it's because I got my mom's memorial coming up this week, so I'm sort of in that mindset. But I thought it'd be better to go more specific, or to say what were things that made you happy when you were little. You know, so then you could say, oh, reading comic books or playing with my siblings, that kind of thing. So andare in bicicletta. Ah, nice, Fran. Nice. Fran's off on a journey, like to ride her bike. That's what I liked to do that when I was a kiddo too. Very good. All right. Okay, so we're pretty good with the whole meat situation. And then I think I'm going to throw all this stuff in, right? I think I should start cooking in the bigger one. I think that's going to be the ticket. All right. This one's going to get evicted. All right, so we're going to put all of the pork and the chicken together. This is going to be good. And let's move this one up front and center so you all can maybe get a little look at it. Okay, so we've got the chicken, the pork. Wait, I got it. Here they are. That's as far as I got at Italian. Hey, that's pretty good. It's really hard. You know what? It's the conjugate, not the conjugation. Well, the conjugations are impossible too, but they have compound prepositions. Whew. Nelly, Della, you know, and it changes with the. It's hectic. Okay, so I've added all that. Again, crazy. Okay, then I'm going to add that. Okay, yeah. Here we go. This is fun. So I'm doing this because Janesse suggested this recipe. But if you guys ever have a recipe that you think would be good, because we always have to think also, you know, what's going to work in an hour and blah, 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 blah. But I'm very open to suggestions if you have them. Especially from this crowd. You guys always have good ideas and you really know cooking. Or maybe there's something you've been wanting to try, so I could try it. I could try it here first, and we could learn together. Oh, I'm going to be at the Palm Springs Food and Wine Festival next week. Very excited about that. Love going down there. November is a great time to be in Palm Springs. Last year, they had me do one cooking demonstration, and then I hosted other people's cooking demonstration. And my daughter Vivian comes with me, which is great. Yeah. Okay, so what are the proportions that they had said for the onions and everything? So for this one, it said, oh, jeepers creepers, I didn't make enough celery. I'm going to be a little light on that. Didn't say that. Yeah. Okay. We learned from FoodTokTV. That's great. All right, I'm going to put all these onions in, but I really should have doubled the onions, I think. I might add some more on Friday, but we'll just go with it. Okay, so we've got celery, green onions, regular onions. I'm going to add some garlic later. So putting this in the pork and stuff, but I don't understand why wouldn't the bacon have gone in already? Did I just make bacon for bacon fat? That doesn't seem to make any sense. It's kind of what they're saying, but I think that's silly. So I'm going to put some bacon in. Who doesn't like bacon? Everybody loves bacon. Even vegetarians love bacon. All right, so this needs to be up a little higher. And we're going to have to get our broth. I had to buy some more broth. You know how I hate the price of broth. I hate the price of everything right now. My daughter was so kind to help me unload groceries yesterday. But I'm a little confused about where things are. here's the beginning. Okay, so oh my God, I forgot a step. I forgot a meat. There's so much meat in this. All right, hang on. Hold the phone. The sausage. Of course. How can you have Cajun food without sausage? Well, that would be silly. So here's one of the amendments I'm making for the sausage, which is they usually show like links and cut up, but again, because I think it's going to be a little harder for the boys to eat, so I got ground sausage. And I'm doing a mix of mild and hot. I know the boys can handle some heat, but I thought, I don't want too meat. And now that you guys tell me the spice I'm using is hot, then I think I really have to be careful. This is one of those dishes that you can change whatever you want, and it always works out. Okay, great. You are the godmother of this recipe, so I'm of this dish. So I'm listening to you. So this is a meat lover's delight. Sausage, chicken, pork, boom. I feel like I should deliver that to camera. This is a meat lover's delight. Sausage, chicken, pork, boom. No, that was contrived. Let me do it better. Third take. This is my TV host experience. This is a meat lover's delight. Chicken, bacon, pork, and sausage. Boom. What do you think? Vote for it. 1, 2, 3. Which one? Which one landed? I don't think Tony's is that hot. Oh, but you like it spicy. Yeah, I like medium spicy. Oof. One time we went to, there's a very famous Thai restaurant here in Los Angeles, in Thai town. Just their normal. We said mild. I couldn't eat. I was crying. My husband was able to eat some of it, but he had a higher tolerance for spice. My kids and I were like, we're out of here. It was impossible. So now I basically have 3 pounds. Wait a minute. That's already 4 pounds. Maybe that's enough. No, that's enough. Okay, I think that's enough sauce. So I've got a few other things to sort of augment everything that we're going to be doing. Like while this is sauteing, I'll make a sort of an Italian salad thing. And I want to talk about passion fruits, which I love. Haha, you should be on TV. You're so right. If only my agent would pick up the phone. Yes, thank you so much. The ground sausage is a lot more affordable too. Well, exactly. Thank you. That's what you came up with me because the ground beef I was thinking of doing is going to be like it's $8 a pound. Where's the wing? What does that mean? What did I miss? You should be on TV. Where's the wing? I'm dense, or I missed something. Could be both. Daphne Brogdon, give my channel a follow too, Daphne Brogdon, where I don't do that much cooking, but we have a good time. And be sure to follow FoodTokTV if you haven't already, because I am just the afternoon hump day gal here, but we have a lot of other great food creators. So every time you will get different viewpoints, different kind of recipes. That's all a nice group of people. Okay, so I'm browning the sausage here. So it's half mild and half spicy. And this is all for my big feast that I have to feed the Boy Scouts the day after tomorrow. I need some water. FoodTokTV on all media platforms. Oh my God, that's right. I think I'm supposed to say something about how you can find it on Alexa now. You can ask Alexa for our recipes and so forth. you ask for like a chef. You know, I want FoodTokTV, Daphne's recipes, Melissa's recipes, or I think that's how it is. Yes, and you can ask Alexa. You guys are so great. You know more than I do. So funny. My daughter's a freshman in college, and she's taking this economics business class. And so she was sharing with me about how she did really well on this test. And she's like, I mean, I got a 90. And I couldn't believe some people got this question wrong. She's going, blah, 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 blah. And if it's amortized, $1,000 or $200, and then at 2.5%, I'm like, I go, well, honey, it's not that. You just have that brain. Like, she just has a math brain. So she's like, oh, really? I thought it was really easy. And I'm like, no, I could get there, but I would need a paper and the pen. Go with what you're good at. Dabs. Yeah, I was really proud of her. Yeah, especially because, she's at that age where, like, I don't know, where do I fit in? What am I good at? So it's like, well, look at this. I'm still wondering where I fit in. But one of the things I love about the FoodTokTV community, it's so nice. It's not a bunch of mean girls. I don't like that mean girl stuff. And sometimes mean girls are mean boys, but you know what I mean. Catty, undermining, negative. Who needs it? Life is hard enough. Jeepers. All right, the sausage is coming along. Almost there. Almost there. Breaking it up as I go. And remember, in this pan, it's the pork, the chicken, some bacon, green onions, celery. Oh, while this is browning, let me find my broth. Oh, here it is. Yay. Well, that wasn't a long journey. I found it. Look, I'm working on my guns. I think for my age, I have pretty good guns. Look. Not too much wings, so to speak. Wait, was that what that guy was talking about? Wait, I think I need more light on me. Yeah, that's better. It's more light. In this corner. There we go. There we go. She could be an accountant. Yeah, man. That's like a plumber. Everybody needs one, right? Rick likes mean girls. Ha ha. Girl, yes, you do. Thank you. Oh, hi, Michael. So good to see you. I can fly to the moon with my wings. I have to say, I have been working on not having wings since I was 30. I've been doing the dips and everything because I figure, like, I've always had kind of a tummy, except for, like, there was about, I don't know, 5 years of my life when I didn't. But anyway, I always had a little bit of a tummy. But, you can kind of mask that, whereas arms, they're harder to mask. So I was always super conscious of that. Oh, please follow and share the live. You're so sweet, Michael. And then I would do a lot of dips, too, just because I have a total flat white girl ass. And I was like, well, I want to have a little something there. And then, of course, when I was coming of age, nobody had asses. Now it's a nice thing to have a tush. All right, this looks pretty good. I think we're going to combine these. All right, I didn't want to remove this one, but I will. Because it's all going to marinate and kind of cook anyway. But I just want to have it be nice and browned. Browned. Oh my God, this is a meat bonanza. Bonanza, that's another good song. Did anybody ever make words to the Bonanza theme? And little Joe, ooh, he was hot. You know who I also liked was that older brother who disappeared after a while. He was cute. That's good because you have two. Oh, I think I should scoop this. It's gonna be easier. I feel like I was raised on old reruns. That and PBS. Okay, let's put this aside. Oh, it was so cute. Rex made dinner last night. His friend was over. I had kind of a template set up for him, but they did it. They did a good job. Of course, the mound of dirty dishes where I was like, okay, so part of cooking is cleaning up. Yeah, lifting that skillet, right? Yeah, that's part of your workout. All right, so now we're going to combine we've got all our meats. Sausage, pork, chicken, we've got celery, we've got grilled onions, we've got bacon. And now we are going to add a bunch of broth, and you do need a bunch. This recipe is 4 cups, so I don't think there's any way I can triple it because I just won't have the space. So I'm just going to put as much as I can get in. So let's see, 4 cups, that's 32 ounces. Well, maybe I do have, because one of these is 32 ounces. Oh, I love this song. This song was on the Do you guys remember that movie, The Big Easy, with Dennis Quaid and Ellen Barkin? And he's a cop in Louisiana, and she's the DA, and she's got to investigate him, but then, of course, they fall in love. It was when she was brand. It was so sexy and cute. They were both at their, like, peak cuteness. Ned Beatty, he's in it. Okay, so I've doubled it a little more. So let's saute that. But I need to put more liquid in there. So you know how I prefer the beef. Back up. You know how I prefer the broth paste. That is my go-to. But I bought these because I have to do so much. But I'm going to cook up a little broth paste to keep this one going. To extend it. Where's my broth paste? Wait a minute, I got to put my garlic in there too. Where's my broth paste? Oh, there it is. Okay, people with husbands and kids, back me up on this. Do you find all the time, like today I was out walking, Vivian's like, did you eat my sandwich? No, I didn't eat your sandwich. It's in there. I can't find it. Okay, I come home. I can't find the sandwich. Oh, well, if you move there's this, like, they don't move stuff? What is that? Is it only like a female brain that knows to move stuff? An adult female brain? Let's see. How are we doing here? Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Melissa, right? Like, why can't they? I mean, my husband told that, well, we don't have it. I better go out and buy some more. I'd be like, why would you go out and buy some more? It's here. It's really funny. Oh, there's a funny gal on TikTok. Her name is Julie? I think it's Jules. And she does, I'll put in this because it'll be hot. She does a lot of satiric stuff, which I love. I love satire. But she just did this whole funny one that she said went viral, where when you're about to have company over and the wife is like, honey, we've got to clean the living room or whatever it is you have to do before company comes over. And that's when the husband decides to, like, oh, I want to go trim the hedges outside, or I'm going to organize my junk drawer. And the wife's losing her mind going, well, why are you washing the driveway right now? Like, we have company. Okay, I could be in a different room and give directions on where everything is in my refrigerator. Exactly. Yeah. It is. I mean, I know it's like a stereotype. Anyway, so she did this thing. But do you guys ever encounter that? Like with guys where, I mean, my husband used to always do that. And he'd get kind of mad because he'd be like, but you know I need to trim that tree. And I'm like, yeah, but not right now when everyone's about to come over. I need you to put ice in the chest for the beer and blah, 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 you know, the stuff that you need in that moment. Oh, that is my life. Mark is always on a different plane, right? Exactly, Melissa. Melissa, another great food creator. Yeah. Hello. Oh, cat dog, here you are. Yay. I'm making pastalaya, which was Jency's, am I not saying it right? Genesee. I feel like I don't know if I'm saying it right. This was her suggestion. Okay. Yes, so that's what we're cooking. I can't find anything in my fridge, and I'm the one who put it there. Oh, Kaz, thank you for volunteering that vulnerability. That's great. So this is a jambalaya-like dish. It was suggested because I need to make a big dish for the Boy Scouts for Friday. It's sausage, it's chicken, it's pork, green onions, celery, and I'm putting in a little more broth. Yeah, and the thing is it's one of those times where like I always felt bad, like I felt kind of bad like getting mad at him when he would be doing that, because again, it wasn't like it was just being like checked out. Like somebody's got to go get the ice. Somebody's got to do that, you know, the thing that we need. You fridgescape. Oh, that's funny. Fridgescape is funny. All right, more broth here. I think there's enough broth paste in there. Okay, now I've tripled the broth. Okay, so to review, we browned the chicken, we browned the pork, we browned the sausage, we put in celery, green onions. The recipe calls for green peppers. Ain't gonna do it. We don't like green peppers. Garlic, and since I'm kind of beaten up against the clock here, I'm gonna go for the garlic because I think I have to be a little expeditious. That's not a word, but that's what I'm going to be. I'm just going to empty this. It was like 5 cloves of garlic. And again, before I serve it to the boys on Friday, I can always add more. But I at least wanted to get some kind of facsimile, some close approximation of what it's supposed to be. You still need to put in the garlic. Yes, thank you, Tommy. God, you're so good. You guys are so good. You guys. What good companions you are. So this is all looking really nice, and I want to get it hotter because you know what comes next? The pasta. That's right. Because this isn't jambalaya, it's pastalaya. Now, of course, I'm sure you're probably used to, as I am, that you cook the pasta in another pot. I probably will have to cook more Friday, but I'm going to show you how it's done. So I think it's neat to cook pasta in the sauce because, I mean, there's some Italian recipes that do that. Expeditious. It should be a word. Yes. Thank you, Katie. You guys are so good. I love it. Wait, did I miss anything else? No, I don't think so. That's funny. Okay. I don't know if it's quite hot enough to put in. Okay, while that heats up, I want to show you this beautiful, beautiful thing. There's not many markets where you can get passion fruit, like very, very little. But if you can, by golly, get one. It is so delicious. It looks like, it doesn't look like much on the outside, but what a gorgeous adventure it is on the inside. It's not, doesn't look great on the outside, looks great on the inside. Yeah, there you go. So, it's got a hard. Please share the live. Oh, God, you're so sweet. I mean, look at all that. It's so interesting. And then I would just take a little demi-tasse spoon and just eat it. Oh my God, that's good. I mean, I feel like it's so tart, it's so sweet, it's so tropical. It's like this. There's just so much complex flavor in there. It's like a little trip to Hawaii. I love passion. I love passion fruit ice cream and everything. Passion fruit. But I can't even ever cook with it because as soon as I open one up, I eat it. Let's give Daphne 50K like before she's. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, whatever Kaz says. I mean, how delicious is that? I think I started a couple minutes late, Kaz, just so you know. So I got a couple more minutes to make it. Boy, that's good. And that's the thing is that's the philosophy that, I really got from my husband, Chef Mark Pale's cooking. It's all about the ingredients, and you don't need to change them. You don't need to alter them. You want them to look like what they are. And sometimes it could be like you don't have to do nothing. It's all if you can find the good ingredients. But that's of course sometimes you don't always find those good ingredients. Okay, so now I'm breaking up the pasta. I feel like the Incredible Hulk. And putting it in there. I don't know if this pan's going to hold it, man. Woo. We shall see. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. I need my glasses. I'd like that with grapefruit. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. I kind of forget about grapefruit, Melissa. It is good. And Fran is like that with bacon. Oh, God, I think everyone's like that with bacon. Isn't it the best? Oh, my God, Katie, thank you. I didn't. Okay, Marianne, I'm making pastalaya, which is like a jambalaya. Wait, I want to get some of the pasta in, though, and I will add to it. Okay, if Katie wasn't here, it all would have fallen apart. And this is Jinsy's recipe. Well, it was her idea. I don't know. I found some Louisiana recipe. It's like jambalaya, but with pasta. It's brown chicken, pork, sausage. It's all because I have to feed like 15 Boy Scouts on Friday. Okay, so I just kind of want to get all this in here and get it cooking. And then I will add, thank you, Katie. So we figured that, the sausage is going to add some flavor. And then, of course, the bacon will add some bit of smoky flavor. But this is the Tony's. So how much did they say to put in of the, because we decided I'm only going to, okay, a tablespoon. Let's try a tablespoon and see how we like it. Because some people say it's hot. All right. Somebody took my measuring. Okay, it's about 1 1/4. And that's the Tony, Louisiana. Oh, Aaron Neville. He's also on that Big Easy soundtrack. Oh! Spaghetti washed out. I'm just worried about once it puffs up, I won't have enough room. All right, let's see what the flavor is like. This is a big effort. This is a lot of food. I feel like reminds me of when I fed the firefighters. I don't think I had started on here yet. When we had the LA fires, and then people were bringing food to the fire houses, and so I don't know how to mix it. It's a lot of responsibility bringing food to firefighters. Of course, they're all gorgeous. Okay, I think it's good because I already put some hot sausage in it. I'm not going to add any more because I always talk about 3-beat cooking. The first one is a little spice, a little sweet, but then the end, it's a little on the hot side. So I think we'll end it there with the spice. So I did not triple it. 50K, great job! Oh my God, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Darn it, I was really wanting it. The other thing I was going to show you was I was going to do a persimmon and burrata salad, but that's basically you just have to get really good burrata And then, oh my God, so funny. Sidebar. So my son's like, Mom, I really spent too much money the other day. And I was like, how did that happen? When he went out to lunch with his friends, he goes, well, I got this, and then I got a side of burrata. I was like, dude, do you have any idea how much that costs? But I think it's because growing up with me and his dad, he's just used to really good ingredients, and now he's old enough, he's not, like, he doesn't realize, like, that's a luxury. I go, no. Your allowance, you're not allowed to, you can't order burrata at a restaurant. That's not going to work. Daphne is having a good day on all her lives. Oh my God. Well, Kaz, thank you. And thank you for your support in my morning live. Thank you so much. What I'm cooking pastalaya. This is me trying to do some Cajun Creole dancing. So it's like jambalaya, but it's got pasta. So what we did is we took pork bacon fat and we cooked pork in it, cubed up chicken thighs. Then we also got sausages, ground sausage, green onions, celery, some Creole seasoning, and then you put spaghetti. So you can see how the spaghetti is cooking right in there. I didn't add as much spaghetti as I really should in proportion. I'm gonna have to make a separate pot of spaghetti for this. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna mock up a little serving so you can see what it's gonna look like. Oh, there we go. Now I want to watch the Big Easy. Oh, where's my big ladle? I think it got used last night. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so you've got to suspend belief for a second that this pasta is actually ready to be eaten. Obviously, it's not ready yet. But I kind of want to just sort of look and see what it's going to look like with the different bits of meat. Because remember, I'm cooking for teenage boys. Boy Scouts. Always be prepared to feed the Boy Scouts. Oh, maybe I added more. All right. Well, just to give you an idea. Because we need the money shot. Okay, so that's kind of what it's, let me put it up higher, where it's going to look. So you've got the bacon, bacon, pork, chicken, browning the meat, and you don't even have to enhance that much flavor because the sausage is in there. It gives it flavor, plus the bacon gives the smoke flavor. And then we just added a little bit of this seasoning. Creole seasoning, which is probably gonna take me forever to go through that. Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? It's tasty. It's got a lot of flavor, and I figure the way it's gonna rest for a little while, it's gonna be great. Oh my God, Katie, Kaz, you aren't kidding. Katie is the wind beneath my wings. She is so helpful, so helpful. And if you guys ever want to have a polite conversation about politics, I do that on mine. Also, I've been doing some satire videos on my channel. I don't know if you've seen it. I think they're hilarious. That's like my favorite thing to do. I want to do more of those. Satire of the East Wing, what was it? The East Wing Christmas ornament. The Prince Andrew gets the boot Royal Cup. Stuff like that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so I guess that's it. I'm gonna reduce this a little bit. Let it work its way together. I think it's going to be delicious. I'll probably post in my stories when it's all done or something, or maybe I can do that on Food Talk. But the recipe will be there. But look at all this. Jessie had a great idea because this is going to feed a lot of Boy Scouts, and that's the whole point. How do you have a meaty dish in this economy when ground beef is so expensive? So it was use sausage, some chicken thighs. They're not giving anything away, but it was good. So it was chicken thighs, sausage, and then some pork, but I already had the pork. I had bought it a while ago and I froze it. So there you go. Okay, so there you go. It's Food Talk TV. And coming up, Mama T's Country Kitchen. Country Kitchen, right? Okay, that's right. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, thank you, Fran. Yes, that's my job. Oh, Fran, you're the best. Melissa, that was hilarious. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm not even sure what was hilarious, but as long as it was so sweet of you to watch, Melissa. Melissa's a great cook. People, her stuff always looks super tasty. Don't watch Melissa's if you're hungry because you will be really hungry. Or follow along. Yeah, great. Thank you, Babs. Oh my God. Oh, Katie, you're just Katie. I'm gonna reach out and hug you. Braccia. That's hug in Italian. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's so much fun. Well, gosh, you guys make it fun. And don't forget Marianne from Marianne's Gilligan's Island. I think it's gonna be my thing now, guys. I think I'm gonna bring some bling to the cooking shows. I think that's what I should do. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Mwah. And if anybody's gonna be in Palm Springs, I'm gonna be at the Palm Springs Food and Wine Festival on the 15th. Hola! Just now. Oh, you might. Oh, Fran, would you show up? That would be amazing. Fran, if you show up, I'll buy you a ticket. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna message you.